This comes from Olas198. I assume that you like. I assume that you're a total. I assume that you're not snipped. I assume that you don't care about your. I assume that you don't like how you look. I assume you have a type. I assume you'll have another video coming out. Oh yeah. I'm back home. Shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, I'm back home. Shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, I'm back home. Shooby-doo, wow, 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 wow. Hi, welcome to my channel. Shh, it's 1 in the morning. We're having late night feast. We're having drive-through food. This is from Arby's. I was gonna do Taco Bell as well, but we're doing Arby's. And this is gonna be the most popular crunchy, wonderful food from Arby's that's good for ASMRs. This is not going to be ASMR. It's ASMR famous foods. Crunchy waffle fries, crunchy potato wedges. If you want good ASMR, you gotta check out Zach ASMR here on YouTube. He does it the best. And he's my friend. Anyways, so this was inspired. There goes my mozzarella stick. Oh my god. This here, I got mozzarella sticks. I got, these are my favorite things from Arby's. Potato wedges. I got jalapeno poppers. They didn't have any onion rings, which I'm really sad about, actually. And I got, oh, this is so good. Loaded cheesy curly fry. Oh my god. Wow, where's their cheese? Well, good thing we have cheese. We'll add more cheese. So it's not that much food. It's just like a late night snack. Cheers to my ASMR food, mukbang. So I'm gonna get everything set up and then we're gonna begin the show. Are you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Bam! I got so excited I choked on my own spit. I love cheese. Yes, I do. I love cheese. Ooh, is the Costco one. I decided I needed some more food, so I got some Costco in front of me. That's Costco. This one is Arby's. I'm curious to know what's better. I love cheese. Yes, I do. Arby's seems to have more breading. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Marinara sauce. Ooh. Cheers, everybody. All right, let's get into these assumptions. Let's see what. Sorry for slurping. I never slurp except for right now. Let's see. You guys know I don't even like these that much. They're okay. They're okay. I hated them the first time. Now I like them. Maybe it'll get old real fast. Janice, hi. She says, I assume you have a type. That assumption is yes and no. So there's types of people that I'm really attracted to. There's types of people where I'm just like, yes, 100%. We're gonna do this one, cheese. Ooh. But it's not set in stone. Oh my god, so hot. There's some people I look at and like, normally I would not be attracted to you, but I'm really attracted to you. Same for girls, especially. Girls, I'm just like, every now and then I see a girl, I'm like, oh wow. Oh wow, I'm really into her. What's going on, you know? I was supposed to be gay, what's happening? I'm still attracted to girls, definitely. Not as much as guys, but can you guys still see me okay? Okay, so I love the potato cakes, they're my favorite. This here's a jalapeno popper. Put this in the barbecue. Miss Jansen, she said hi.
Follow my Instagram at Nikocado Avocado, and if you do, I might just follow you back.
I assume you're a hardworking young man and you actually care about your viewers. That's a good assumption. It's true. Sam Phillips says, I've assumed that you have a big booty. Want to see? Want me to see? Do you want to see? Want me to show you? I can show you. You tell me. I do. Ooh. Man, I don't know what this one is here down over here. I do. I assume that you don't care about cheating on your husband or vice versa. We've never cheated. My food just went flying out when I'm like, we've never cheated. He has known, I have known. When he had his fun and I had my fun, we were separate for 6 months. It wasn't cheating. And that was in the beginning of a relationship, and it kind of felt like it. And I felt bad, and then he felt bad, and then he did it back, and then I felt bad, but then I liked it. And then a part of me is like, ooh. 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 That's right. The thought of another man handling my man. Ooh. I love it now. It's a nice thought. It's weird how it works. Turn-ons, jealousy. Very close to just like pain and pleasure. Very close. To, experiment with that stuff, you have to... See, I don't know what this is. I was going to say you have to be open. This is very sticky. Ooh. Bronco berry sauce. Bronco berry? Sounds like Barack Obama sauce. I assume that you're a drama queen. Lindsay, you're correct. I love being dramatic. I've always been dramatic. I always will be dramatic. Watch me eat my mozzarella stick. Ooh. Oh. I assume that you eat too much. This comes from Amelia. Hello. I assume that you're selfish and you manipulate Orlin. Sometimes I can be selfish. I don't manipulate him. I don't make him do things he doesn't want to do, and vice versa. He helps me with my stuff. Sometimes people think I'm bossy. But I don't. Just recently, we did a test for our CPMs. We had 2 different channels. He was pretending it was going to be his sole channel, so that when it got reviewed, YouTubers didn't connect me with him right away. Well, obviously, he made some videos where like Nikocado in the title, but it wasn't like, oh, but we're sharing the channel and here's me by myself. It was clearly with the intention that it was his channel. It's a whole long story. Excuse me. But people thought I was like making him leave his channel for me. Okay. We're together at the hip like 24/7. We're best friends. We've been together for 6 years. Do you think he doesn't want me to succeed? You do realize if I get more views and money, he gets more money? Do you realize it's a teamwork? It's not like we're classmates and it's like, oh, I'm helping you do all this and now I'm just gonna watch. It's like, obviously he gets equal benefit out of it too. Where am I going? Here we go. I assume that you feel pressured to make all these mukbangs. This comes from Selena. Sometimes, like 10% of the time, maybe I'm just like, ooh, would be nice to have a salad. And then honestly, I'm just like, I'm not gonna film today. And then 10 p.m. rolls around and all I've had was my salad and my salmon and I'm starving. I'm like, okay, never mind. Like what? Right now, it's like midnight. These are good. I think they get old real quick. Like, that's what happened last time. Kiana says, I assume that you're kinky at AF. No. No. Oh, ooh. I assume that you sold Mr. Noodle. No, I did not. Did not sell him. By the way, Mr. Noodle costs like, I don't know, $40. In the United States, Mr. Noodle cost $4,000. Everyone has parrots in South America. Colombia, excuse me. Everyone's making little birdie babies. Everyone has a talking cockatool. Everyone has a little bird. It's very common. Colombia is a huge farming country. They all have their own little farm parrots. I did not sell Mr. Noodle for $40. We gave him to Orland's family members. I assume, tired of eating fast food every day. No, guess what? So, ooh, can I have this one? This is what I'm craving, this potato cake. Dip it in the cheese. So here's the thing. I filmed a relatively healthy video today for Nikocado too. And in that video, let's do marinara. I had subs. Ooh. You're gonna see by the end of that video, it was very funny. Something dramatic happened. It was a big to-do, and the video failed. And I was like, okay, I need something. And I was like, I crave this. So I literally got in the car and got this. I'm like, guys, see you on my new channel. I need some fast food. I don't get tired. I literally crave it sometimes. Sometimes, like, I'm sick of fast food, but then I make, oh. What do I make? Seafood. Or I have a sandwich. Subway mukbang. Or I just have a, like a homemade cheeseburger, or, that's not really, is pizza fast food, kinda? There we go, how good. Vivian says, I assume you'll have another tea video coming out. Oh, yeah. On this channel, too. Look out the way. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I assume that you don't care what people think and you're always yourself. This comes from Yes or Mel. 90% of the time, probably, yes. Sometimes I care what people think. If it's people close to me, if it's my friends, if it's people I've collaborated with, if it's people I've met in person, I care what they think. I assume that you like to be the boss. This is from Teaches Sunday. Yeah. I love being the director. I have a vision. I know how things are supposed to go. I have my own way. When I was a kid, I used to play with, you know, all the other kids. And I remember this one moment where it was like a church day camp. Some kind of church day camp. I'm envisioning it in like a Catholic elementary school. And in the auditorium, they had the stage. It was a very slender, it was like in a church though. I don't know. I imagine it being very small, slender, but high ceilings. Anyways, we were all playing. There was like probably 50 kids in there. They had little bouncy balls, they had hula hoops, they had people playing yo-yos and stuff. Well, I want to create a show. And so I had people audition. I was like 8 years old, or maybe 7. I had people like audition to be in my show. I forget what the show was about. I had the concept, I had everything. And I casted these kids. put them all up on stage. The teacher thought, well, she yelled at me because I started having them dance on stage, like in circles, and it was making too much noise. But yeah, I remember standing out in the auditorium, pointing and directing, and oh yeah, look this way, and having them all dance on stage like some kind of choreographer. That's my personality. I like to lead. I like to envision, not always lead on camera, but I do. I mean, I'm doing it now. Hey, welcome to my show. But, these are okay. These jalapeno poppers. This sauce is really good. This berry sauce. Ooh. I assume that you are... well, that's a correct assumption, but I don't want to say it on camera. That's true. I assume that you're bi. This comes from Ellen. I am. It's not... Well, yes, I am. I was going to say it's not an assumption. It's true. I think you look more German than what you say you are. It comes from Little Desi. Hi. Oh, Desi. Is that India? I thought Desi means boyfriend in Indian. But there's a girl. Ew. This comes from Dread Ducking. I assume you're a good cheese cook. When I looked at this, because I'm not reading all the inappropriate ones, I could read them out loud. We'll use code words, okay? Well, so there's lots of inappropriate ones. I'm just kind of scrolling around. You know, what do you like to do before you go to sleep? How many times a day do you do this? Do you like big ones or small ones? Do you like pointy ones or flat ones? This person says, are you a good cheese cook? And I thought it said, are you a cheesy C-O-C-K? I'm like, what? I like a good cheesy... What? A cheesy... Oh. I assume that you're mentally unstable. Sometimes I have my moments. Yeah. I can get paranoid. I can overthink things. I worry. I mean, yeah, I have my fair share of... Oh, I barely had this. This is so spicy, though, this barbecue. Oh. Oh. I've had my fair share of, you know, exaggerating, like worrying someone thinks this about me and they don't. Oh my god. They didn't text me back. It's been 2 days. Oh my god, maybe they don't like me. And then 2 days later, oh, hi. You know. I'm currently in a situation where someone that I was friendly with, I considered as friends, we had talked a lot. I don't want to go into detail, but I was like, wow, am I just being paranoid again? Maybe she's busy. Well, it's been a total of 9 weeks, pretty much. Maybe 8. Like the end of April, I've been trying to like get in contact with this person, like have a conversation on the phone. 8 weeks. It's July. Tomorrow's July, or the next day is July, so sometimes I'm like, okay, now I'm not paranoid. Now I know obviously something's going on, but yeah. Do I have mentally unstable? Sometimes I feel like I am. I assume that you're a top. This comes from headquarters. That would be correct. But I like both. I assume when I first saw you, you were autistic. I was autistic. Oh, this is getting too bright. No. I am not autistic. But if I was, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing a pretty good job, right? With having some kind of disability like that. No, I'm not, but hopefully you're not saying it in a bad way. There's nothing wrong with it. I wish Orlin liked girls too, so you could all experiment with me. Anita! He does not at all. He gets very grossed out when he, like, catches me looking at stuff, or he's like, hey, can I borrow your phone? I'm like, here. And he's like, yeah, let me open up your internet. I just need to, like, look up a plant. And the first thing that pops up is some, you know, boobies. And he's like, Nick. I'm like, oh, I don't know. He doesn't like that part about me, but, so, well, can't help how I'm made. I assume that you don't like how you look. This comes from Wesley. I do and I don't. Sometimes I'm okay with it. Sometimes I'm disgusted by it. Sometimes I'm like, people seem to like me chunky. Hey, bounce on that belly. Ooh. And then sometimes I'm like, the belly's in the way. I can't even pull my pants up. I go through my days. And you know what? I also went through my days when I was skinny. Wow, I look so skinny and slender. Oh, I wish I had muscle. Oh, I love being like a twig. Oh, I wish I had shape. I wish I was 30 pounds heavier. Oh, I love having a very flat, bony chest. Oh, I'm so skinny. Oh, wow, no, I wish I had a big chest full of, like, muscle and fat, like this big old chest. The grass is greener on the other side, so I think I just need to be happy with how I am. One day I'll lose some weight. It's not that big of a deal. But I do go through moments where I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to look good again. And then I'm like, but what's good? Because I see some old photos of myself and I'm like, oh, wow, I'm so cute. And then, like, I looked at myself, I'm like, ooh, wow, I need to eat. Ew, no, it's too skinny. It's weird. Like, I can't decide if I like my body or not. And it changes every day. And I want you guys to know that. I don't want you to think, like, I love myself all the time. And I want you to feel like I hate my body all the time. Everyone is assuming I'm a caring person. What a loser, 666 says, I assume you're a caring person. Giovanni Gonzalez says, I'm assuming you're a good person. Gio Wallen says, I'm assuming that you're a very caring person, but you like to tell people off. Like, everyone thinks I'm a caring person. I am. I guess I'm just shocked. Because only nowadays people see, I guess, more of that side of me. When I first started YouTube as a mukbanger, everyone thought I was evil, manipulative, because I just left the vegan crowd, and it was like this stain on my history for a long time. The way I had left was dramatic. I thought I explained myself very thoroughly, but look what I do now, so obviously no one believed it. You know, it's like, I'm happy people think I'm a good person, because there used to be a time where I got more dislikes on my videos than likes. Now look. People call me the king. People call me the Jeffree Star of mukbangs. Which is such a compliment, because, you know, all I do is eat. I think people like my drama videos, which is ironic because people don't like that I'm dramatic, yet they want to see more of that. People are interesting creatures. I assume that you spit your food out after you eat. Kayla, no. I've done it a few times. Like, one time on camera, I was trying to do a thumbnail with a cheese. It was really hot. I'm like, what? And I forgot to edit it out. But, hey, now you saw what I did. But I swallowed everything else. I'm swallowing everything here. I don't throw up my food. I know some people might do that. I know some people who do that. But I don't. Because I clearly have gained, like, almost 100 pounds. I like food. I assume that this comes from Oladasis198. I assume that you like straight guys. Well, that's a blanket statement. I mean, there's some guys I've been attracted to that turned out that happens to be straight. But that doesn't mean I like all straight guys, just like I don't like all gay guys. But yeah, sometimes they're like, oh, he's so cute. And my friend's like, oh yeah, he's straight. I'm like, oh, darn. And then my friend's like, Nick, you have a girlfriend. This is... It was like high school. I'm like, oops, yeah, I do have a girlfriend. Ew. Life is balanced. I assume you have really, really, really bad poops. No, I don't. I don't. They're actually fine. They're normal. Actually, I've farted in some front of my collabs, and they're always like, "Oh, does it smell? It's clean? Yeah, it's no big deal." It's good. I assume that you're the sassiest mukbang queen ever. That is correct. You don't mess with me. Nobody messes with me. And the ones that try to fail miserably. If you try to come for me with a basket of lies, a binder of rumors, a whole to-do, a story, you're going to regret that decision. Wholeheartedly. Trust and believe. Just saying. And the people that try to do it, oh, they're done. They're done. They're done. So it's not that I'm like this evil person or I'm like super threatening. No, I just stand up for myself. I've learned how to over the years. I can sniff out a lie from 15 miles away. I assume that you're my daddy. Hi, Minky Dinky. Minky Dinky, do you have a little dinky? Ooh, I like small dinkies. I assume that this is an assumption, but I never click on your videos with the ranch on your mouth. Really? You know, it's so odd. People get really upset by it. Now, I understand it's gross and grotesque. But some of my most viewed videos ever have ranch on my mouth. Like, just scroll through my videos. Look at the ones with the ranch on my mouth and look at the ones next to it without the ranch. Likely the one with the ranch on my mouth has more views because people are clicking out of curiosity. People are clicking out of disgust. Like, ew, what is it? You know? They find out I'm a normal person. It's a little clickbaity. Oh, well. What's the big deal? Half the time you don't even see me put it on. It's just being funny. So, this comes from Jillian Dake. Do you really not ever click on them? Maybe you don't, but the majority of people seem to actually still, you know, people, oh, I don't like drama. But best, trust and believe, if I come out with a tea video tomorrow, that will have twice as many views as the video before it. Trust me. Nick's too dramatic. Nick needs to stay in his lane. Nick needs to stop talking about others and focus on himself. Nick has a tea time video, click. And I'm not trying to be cocky. I've been doing YouTube for how many years? I started in 2014. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 5 years. I've had practice. I know what works. And I'm not hurting anybody by putting some ranch on my face. Like, just like the newspaper's not hurting anyone by having a dramatic, catchy headline that's a little inaccurate, but enough to get you to pick up the paper. I assume that you're a total bottom. This comes from Mosing. No, I'm not. I'm not. No. I assume this comes from Alexis Hernandez, that it's not water weight and you don't accept the fact that you're fat. It's a joke. It's just water weight. That's a joke, but it's also true. I mean, if you're eating this much sodium, yeah, you will hold on to more water weight. It's a running joke. If you think I'm serious, then it went over your head. I'm going to continue saying it's just water weight because it's funny. I assume that you have more YouTube channels so you can pig out more. Actually, no. It's hard enough filming this every day. It's hard enough to walk away from a channel with 1 million subscribers. That's not something that I want to do. It's something that I have to do if I want to make this sustainable long term. I assume that you're holding the next tea video hostage. No, I'm not. I'm just still editing it. I've been taking breaks here and there because I just got done with Miss Q-tips, and it's a lot out of me to have to do these. Sit through it. These are getting bad. See, I knew I don't like these. They're getting bad and really hard. I assume that you're not gay enough. That comes from Cacklin. I think you're hot. Thank you, Carolina B. I assume that you cuss a lot. This comes from Brianna. Not a lot. But definitely sometimes. I'm psychic and I can tell you're pure. Ooh, thank you. Oh, I am a psychic and I can tell and I can help you with evil spirits. Thank you. This comes from Fatima. The other one comes from Roko Icky. Thank you guys, all these psychics. I assume that this comes from Alyssa Spam. I assume you and Orlin are in a very healthy relationship. We are. It's the best relationship I've ever been in. Like, I can look at naughty images on my phone and not get yelled at or reprimanded or have a shoe thrown at me. It's great. If I want to look at something naughty on my phone, it doesn't change the way I feel about him, doesn't change my attraction toward him, doesn't change the way I love him, doesn't change the fact that we're best friends and we still go to sleep together every night. I'm like, I feel like looking at some tits. like that's so nice. That's a nice relationship. Life is too short to be, bound up and... Oops, I almost cursed a little bit. Life is too short to be, with your hands tied and wearing a blindfold. You're not supposed to bow down to your person who you marry. You're supposed to love them enough for them to do what makes them happy. And if I need 10 minutes real quick, that's going to make me happy. I assume that you're the nicest guy in the world, and I'm not assuming it's because you are. Thank you, Married Jimmy 445. I assume that you have FUCK'd a girl before. This comes from famous Carrie. I have not. I wish, but I haven't. I assume that you have a bigger heart for animals than you do for humans. This comes from Warchanadidi. I don't know. I think I care about people more than animals. It used to be the other way around when I was vegan. And then I alienated myself from the whole world and I was like, wait a minute, no. I don't think I care about animals more. I mean, I eat animals. That doesn't mean I don't care about them. I don't want them to be kicked and slapped and, whipped and abused their whole life until it's time for me to eat them. So yes, I do care about animals. I want to make sure that they're... Like when I was living in Colombia, those were probably the happiest cows. Living on the mountains, the most beautiful mountains I have ever seen. I've been to how many countries? All over the world. The only continent I haven't been to is Africa. And I have never seen such gorgeous landscapes in Colombia. And these cows are grazing up there and they have the most beautiful views and the most beautiful sunsets and tropical rains and there's flowers and there's white pelican bird, not pelicans, but white, they call them, what do they call them? The white birds that they go on the cows' backs and they go for little rides. It's so cute. So cute. Some of the farmers name the cows. These are it's not the big factory farm scale cows. It's like, I'm a farmer, I have 20 cows. There's a farmer, he has 15 cows. I'm a farmer, I have 10 cows. I'm a farmer, I have 50 cows. Ooh, you know what I mean? And, I care about it. That's so beautiful. But if it came down to a cow and you, I would save you first, okay? So, I guess I don't. No, that's not a good assumption. Wow, so that's everything so far? See, I only posted this, how many minutes ago? 1 hour ago. Well, there's 4,000 views. Let's see if there's more. Oh, well, it's also midnight, so. Maria Granado says, I assume that you take advantage of Orlin. No. Sometimes I might feel like I do, and I'm like, oh no, I can't even think of an example. I guess I'm just thinking of the times that we fought, and it's just me being dramatic. Being overthinking things. I don't take advantage of Orlin at all. No. Sometimes I feel guilty for how selfless he can be, but I'm very aware of it because we used to work together as friends at the same job. 2 times we worked at Home Depot, we worked at an Airbnb hotel. We've worked at a farm together, and of all these places, I've seen other people take, not all of them, but in instances, I've seen people take advantage of him in front of me, and I'm like, Orlin, say no. So sometimes I feel guilty. He wants to help me heat these up or something, or I'm going to go digest, and he's going to clean this up. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm making the money. I'm supporting the family. I give him money. Anything he wants, you know, he wants me to succeed. It's teamwork. This is what he does for a living as well. So sometimes I'm like, oh, no. And then sometimes like, oh, I should just go clean it up too. You know, because I feel bad. But I don't feel that I'm taking advantage of him. I don't make him do something that he doesn't want. But at the same time he wants to help me all the time. He wants to be of service to others. I'm telling you, I went to the Catholic University of America. I went to Catholic elementary school. I have some very religious friends who are dear to my heart. And I've never seen someone so selfless, so caring, so of service to others as Orlin, who has no subscription to any religion. You don't have to be religious to be a very, very good person. And he's a shining example of that. Sorry for bringing religion into it. I guess I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud. Oh, I thought of this because of service. He's of service to people. And that's, you know, a positive attribute to have, you know, following whatever teachings you're following from anything. Islam, Christianity, Hindu. They want you to be of service to people. Judaism. And I've never seen someone as willing to be of service to others as him. Never. And some of my friends have seen, you know, who have lived with us and visited us, they've seen that. They know, and they're at all. You actually hate open relationships, and you do it for Orlin so he can be happy because he doesn't like you fat. No. Roommate. No. Okay, so first of all, we're not in an open relationship. We joke about sometimes because, yeah, I'll look at stuff on the phone, or yeah, like if I'm deported and I have to go 8 months without seeing you, yeah, I'm gonna go get a quickie in the corner, you know, like whatever. Or yes, we've had three ways before. I still don't feel like it's open. Maybe it is. Maybe compared to everyone else it's open. I guess I'm confusing it with polyamory, which is like, I'm going to be in love with other people. This will be a 3-way relationship. I'm going to love you as equal as this person. I will give you my money as I'll give him my money. I will make a baby with you and still be married to the man. Like, that's polyamory. And there's people who do that. I don't think I could do that. No. I mean, I can have relationships, but I couldn't have... Excuse me, I could have encounters, but I'm not gonna have like full-on deep relationships. Could I? I don't know. Could you? Like, honestly, don't look at your husband, don't look at your wife. Sit here right now alone in your bed watching this at 2 in the morning on your phone. Hey, I see ya. Eating air and watching Nikocado Avocado. Ask yourself, if you were born into an era on this planet, say back in the Renaissance, and you were forced to have like a 3-way relationship for the sake of finances, for the sake of maybe you were on trial to get beheaded for something that you did, but if you would give yourself to someone, it would save that. You were allowed to have a relationship with someone else, but you had to be in it with someone else. This is a very weird storyline, but let's just pretend it's going this way. Could you do it? I think anyone could. But would you want to do it? I think people enjoy sleeping around. I think people enjoy being able to separate sex from love and know the difference, and I think people enjoy having fantasies and living them out in a healthy way. But I don't know if people enjoy being fully committed to someone else while also being fully committed to another. You know, like when you date, you're supposed to date many people to decide who you want to partner up with, like long term. That's what dating's for. And even during that stage, you know, I have friends, I remember in high school, who would be like, oh my God, he's talking to her too. Oh my God, he's only talking to me. We've been talking for 2 months and he's talking to Brittany. I'm gonna kill Brittany. And I'm thinking like, Are you committed? You have a ring on your finger? You've been together for 2 months? Are you together or are you exploring? Are you dating or are you monogamous? If you're just dating and going out for pizza and going to the movie and then dropping you off at home, and then you'll see him 2 weeks later, is that... I don't know. And a lot of people aren't making these commitments and they're just testing the waters and getting to know many people. Now people like to say, oh, they're being a hoe. Oh, well, maybe they are, but it's not a bad thing. That's what dating's for. Dating and hoeing around is so that you can find who you like to hoe with all the time. Right? Or am I wrong? That's why I feel so badly for the people who are in forced marriages and forced relationships. Hi, Sally. You will marry Joseph. You will, for the sake of the family's name, make a prearranged marriage. That, you know, I mean, I guess you can make it work with anyone. When it comes down to it, like, think of your enemy. Think of your enemy right now. Actually, no, sleeping with the enemy is kind of hot. Okay, let's not think of the enemy. Let's think of someone who you're just repulsed by. You're not enemies. You don't think they're bad people. You're just like, ooh. You know, I'm thinking of a few people right now. Could I be in a forced relationship with them? Again, people adapt. Most people can, but would you want to? You know, it's nice having free will. Look at me, talking about all this crap. Justin Sanchez. I assume that you're not snipped. People ask me this a lot too. I don't know. In the United States, what is it, like 70% of guys are, but that's been going lower and lower and lower each year, let alone decade, because 90% of the people on earth aren't. It had a lot to do with religion. People in Arabic countries do it. Jewish people do it. Christians do it, but only in America. I mean, not in Ireland, not in England, not in Serbia, not in Romania, not in Germany, not in France. Canada is like half and half, kinda. Australia is like half and half, but it's like America seems to be like the place where everyone's supposed to go. I'm not, because I'm not from here. I was born in Europe. And I'm so happy I'm not, because it feels better, it's more natural, it just looks prettier. No offense, but I mean, I don't want to shame people who are, but sometimes I don't want to see scars and surgery lines. No. And you know, girls in America are very used to that, and they leave America for once, or they see someone who's a little different. Oh my God, what? You know, it's like, I think they're prettier as God intended for them to be. If it's such a problematic thing, and if it wasn't meant to be, would you have been born with it? The answer is no. God made man in his perfect image, except for his pee-pee. Take it off. Like, I don't think so. It has to do with money right now. Like in 2019, it's obviously not from the church telling people not to masturbate. We're clearly out of that era. It really comes down to money. It's a way to collect some extra cash at the hospital. That's really, there's some studies that suggest this, but not to the point where it's really necessary, or if it's better. And I think I wouldn't want to make that choice for my kid, for him to grow up and be like, wow, I wish I still had half my pee-pee left. You know what I mean? Or another part to make it feel better when I do things. Or for it to not have scars. Or, you know, like, I would feel like I personally wouldn't want my little boy, Nikocado Jr., to feel regret that my parents made that decision for me. You know? I'm back from changing my battery. I love saying that word. I had a friend from London, a former friend, who used to say battery instead of battery. Okay, let's keep going because this is really fun. Now that we're done talking about peeled bananas or unpeeled bananas, we're going to talk about spicy namjoon. Do you prefer men? I assume that you prefer men over women. That is correct. Arliana says, I assume that you're someone not to mess with. Oh, I think I did yours already. I assume that you don't have many real-life friends. This comes from Sarah Janie O. Many, no. Good friends, yes. Long-term friends I've been friends with for 10 years, yes. But I don't have many of them. I don't have like 50 people. I don't even how many people do I have in my phone? Well, I probably have 50 people in my phone. But people that I talk to often, I like have the same probably 10 people that circulate that I talk to all the time. And that's good. It's best that way. You know, you have to know if you, I don't want to trust no one. I have to make sure I can trust them and I can talk to them about my honest feelings. I need to rant about people to people. You know, I have a friend that I like to complain to a lot, you know. I want to make sure she's not going to go tell people. It's good to have small groups of friends. XOXO says, I assume that you procrastinate a lot and you're very clean. Yes and yes. I assume that you love Asian food because you love the men and women. Wink, wink, wink. That's not why I like their food. Their food's just really good. I've been to Thailand, amazing. Yes, I find Asians very attractive. I do, but yeah, I also like the food. I assume that you secretly hate spicy noodles, but you do it for views. This comes from Justy Kalino Over. Yes and no. I hate the nuclear ones. They're just torture. Sometimes I'll just use regular spice and call it nuclear just so people watch it. Does it make a difference? It's spicy or a little spicier. It's all spicy. I don't like that red packet. Ugh, don't like doing it. I'll do it sometimes, but I regret it all night long. Sleeping, it disturbs my sleep. I can't get deep sleep. I feel like I can't sleep. I wake up with eye bags, going to the bathroom hurts, digesting hurts. Terrible. Some of the spicy noodles I really enjoy. I enjoy the original flavor. I enjoy the curry. I enjoy the mullet. The cheese one's really hot. Even though it says it's not, it is for me. I don't enjoy that one. So it depends. I assume that you actually care about your weight, but you act like you don't. This comes from Sydney. Again, it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm like, ooh, yeah, chubby's in dad bod. And then other times I'm like, no. I assume that your skin is really soft. This comes from Friendly Poison. Yeah. My skin's actually really good considering the amount of junk I eat. It's not perfect. I still get breakouts sometimes. I still get little rashes under my lips, my mouth here. I hate that. I have no idea what's triggering it. I really need to go to a dermatologist for them to tell me. Never have time, never feel like it, or I don't have the money. Well, and now I can go to a dermatologist, but when I first discovered the rash, I was in Colombia and I was like, yeah, no. And I could have, now I'm like, I should have done it in Colombia where it was cheaper. Whatever, but I assume that you're very indecisive. That is a correct assumption. That comes from Carrie Valentine. Very indecisive. Can't decide anything. I assume that you're chubby. Yes, Aiden, I am. I assume that you throw I assume that you throw away your food in the trash that you don't finish. That comes from Fiona. Sometimes I do. Here, when's the last time I've done it? I never do it because my mom and dad like to pick at it, or my sister will eat it, or the dog will eat it. In Colombia, yeah, I did. I threw a lot of food away there because it was usually just like leftover noodles because that's all I ate there. Actually, you know, in Colombia, I used to finish my food a lot more than now. I finish my food here. I will throw these away. It's like hard like a rock. Listen to this. Chip. This is a French fry. Listen to this. That's a French fry. I'm not giving that to anybody. And I have one mozzarella stick left. So this will go into the trash. The cheese, no, I'll reuse that. As long as I like take out the crumbs. I usually take out the layer, spoon it out, and then save it. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. It's still wasteful whether I force it down. It's still wasteful if I throw it away. It's still wasteful if I throw it up, which I don't, but you know. That's just the reality of being an entertainer on the computer. It's not for environmental purposes. It's not for, you know, being mindful. It's to entertain. And the reality is, whether I finish all my food and force it down and overeat, that's just as wasteful as me throwing it away, throwing it up, or giving it to, well, maybe a dog, but then the dog gets sick and then I have to go to the vet because of me. It's just... I assume that you're thinking about going vegan in the future. Absolutely not. Alicia Jacob. No. I mean, I'll eat more fruits and vegetables, but that is not going to be all I eat anymore. I assume that you don't care about your looks. I do sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I assume that you're constipated a lot. This comes from Nanner Banner. Never. Never. If anything, it's like I'll go to the bathroom 2 times a day. It's all this volume just being pushed out. Yeah, I'm really lucky. People think that I never go to the bathroom or whatever. No. I must have reset my body when I was vegan, because when you're, at least especially the whole foods or the high fruit or all the types of things I did, beans, run into the bathroom all the time. I mean, I was going to the bathroom all the time back then, and it still just kind of stayed the same way once I started eating this stuff. I assume that you're very protective of your friends. This comes from Janine. Absolutely. I will mess someone up and mop the streets with their face if they come from someone close to me, or someone that I just like there'll be a love situation. Dragged her by the hair and raked the leaves with her hair, didn't I? Yes. You are done. Now that's a really violent analogy. I'm so sorry. That's an analogy that people like to say, like, oh, you mop the streets with her face. You mop the streets with her hair. I would never be violent. I don't condone violence. I don't think I've ever hit anyone. I'm just such a scaredy cat. But in terms of like being serious and being defending, yeah, I felt for Bethany. She called me, you know. I was like, to see her cry on her video, knowing just how nice she was to me, I wasn't going to stand for it. And I wasn't going to be one of those other mukbang channels that says, oh, let's all get along. Oh, I wasn't there, so I just want to... No. You call out what was bad. Done. It's not that hard to do. Not to shade other mukbangers, but I did see some people kind of hint at that, like, oh, I have nothing to say, or, oh, you know, Q had her right to... No. What? No. And I hope that when I F up, people come for me too. Please. You know, keep that same standard. There's no reason for me to sit here and publicly embarrass somebody and in hopes that they would just delete the videos or make a proper apology or do the right thing, if I wouldn't want that going the other way around. I can't, you know. And people have questioned my hypocrisy with the vegan stuff, and I've owned it. So next time I mess up, I hope that even my friends say, I love Nick. Nick's been good to me, but this is wrong. You know, and they might not be as aggressive as I was to Q, but I'm not going to sit there and lie and give them reason to become angry. You know what I mean? The moment I do something and I get called out, it's going to be dealt with. It's going to be over. Watch. So the reason why I was so angry with her, because it went back and forth 3 times. You know, and then you watch someone who messes up, and that same day, that same week, they come out and they do a good job at making it. I have nothing to say other than, wow, you really effed up, but that was a good way to get over it, you know, handle it. So, I assume that you take really good care of your hair. This comes from Blue Wings. I wash it with shampoo. I put conditioner into it, whether it's summer, winter, fall, or spring. And I use gel to keep it up. I mean, do I keep good care of it? I'm not taking lots of vitamins for it. I'm not taking supplements. I used to take zinc because I read it made your hair better. Well, the zinc started giving me stomach issues, digestive issues. It was too much zinc. I assume that you're just a joke. Hi, Rosie V. I mean, maybe. And the same person said, I assume you ate Mr. Noodles. Well, there's your joke. I did not eat my bird. I'll eat chicken, but I'm not going to eat Mr. Noodle. I assume that you're kinky. This comes from Kiana. Oh, wait, I already answered that. The answer is no. Well, there's things that I like, but it's not like probably like to the extent that you're probably wondering. Like, I assume that you hate warm weather. This comes from Fatima. Boob wife. Oh, Bob's wife. Boob wife. Fatima, do I hate warm weather? I like warm weather if there's a breeze and has cool nights. I don't like... And warm is different than hot. So yeah, I'm okay with warm weather. 75 degrees, 72 degrees. That's warm, but it's not hot. So yes, I do. That's not a correct assumption. I do like warm. I assume that you're secretly the king of all the demons and ghosts in your house. No, I'm not the king of the ghosts. Nope. The ghosts are gone, thank God. Let's see. Oh, this comes from Paradox Photos. He wants to know, he says, I assume you work hard and support everyone you love. Hope we become friends. Thank you, I do. I work very hard. Very hard. Let's see. I assume that you're a pot stirrer. This comes from Tep17. Sometimes, yeah. Did I have to intervene on MUKBANG and Sassy Samar? No. Was it stirring the pot? Maybe a little bit. I guess I'm more of a whistleblower. I guess, is that the same thing? Like, I'll let people know what's going on if I feel strongly about that. Sometimes things go on and I don't say anything because I don't feel strongly, or I don't even know, or it's too late, or the people involved, I just don't even like. I'm not going to get involved, you know. So it depends on the situation. I take it on a case by case basis. Am I a pot stirrer? No, I think I'm more of a whistleblower, as I've been for like 3 other dramas. Like, this happened, let me tell you. I don't think I'm stirring a pot, like instigating. I don't think I'm instigating. I think, if anything, it's the other way. A lot of other people are instigating. I assume that you smoke. This comes from Sophia Kyle. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. I assume that you're very intelligent. This comes from Sweet Mukbang. Sometimes, depends what we're talking about. I assume that you miss being thin or no hate. Alyssa, some days, yes, but then I remember all the days when I was thin, wishing I was bigger. I wish I had a little bit. Like, when I was thinner, I used to, like, not at first, because I was going through, like, a little brainwash denial stage, but then when I was a regular, normal skinny-ish, more normal-ish, and started getting my hormones back, I took fat out of my diet completely for, like, a year. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of like really out of it. But by the time I started eating more fat and got my hormones back, not completely, but better, yeah, I was really attracted to guys with big, perfectly round pot bellies. Yeah. Yes. And I remember thinking like, oh, I wish I had like a little belly, or oh, I wish I had, my butt was this, flat, completely flat. And I exercised and I lifted weights, and obviously my diet wasn't right, and it kind of discouraged me because I did so much work at the gym to get no results at all. Now I could be going to the gym with all this food and actually building something, and now I don't want to. But yeah, I do remember thinking, I wish I had a butt, I wish I had a chest, I wish I had a little tummy, I wish I had a big shoulders. Oh, that's so sexy when I see on other guys a big, strong back. The grass is greener on the other side. When I'm skinny, I wish I was a little bit different. And I'm attracted to people who are not skinny. And now that I'm big, I like skinny people even more. And I wish I was skinny sometimes. Sometimes. ABM92. Hi, I see you support me all the time. You've sent me so many nice messages. Hello. You're cute and kind. Thank you. Abraham. I assume you're freaky in the sheets. Sleepy queen. Not freaky, but I do it a lot. Liz Matra, I assume that you hate vegans. I don't hate vegans. I just can't stop talking about them. I guess it was just such a it's the only thing in my whole life where I felt like I have changed every view I've had on the world, all because of changing my diet. It affected my worldview, it affected my political view. It affected my hobbies, and I ended up losing interests, and I ended up losing myself in the whole process. That was my story, and it was such a long period of time. It happened when I was a teenager, going into adulthood, which is a time you never forget, which seems like yesterday. So it's just still so impacting. You know, it's one thing to like go through something when you're 5 and change when you're 7. I'm not gonna feel a way about it than I do when I'm 18, 19, 20, 21. I assume you finger your butt. Baby girl, honey, no I don't. I assume that you act older than your age, which is true. This comes from Alenia. Sometimes I do. I assume that you used to watch Veronica Wang Eat with Ego, Sass, but not anymore. Never watched any of them, actually. I mean, not on a regular basis. I'm not the biggest fan of ASMR. One of my friends, Zach's, he does ASMR, but even I told him, I'm like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like you. And he does a very good job with the visuals and the colors. And he's taken a step up, and that's what I admire about him. But in general, it's not my thing. I never watched Sass, really. Veronica, no. Sometimes, I mean, I guess I did watch her more than... I can't even tell you the last video I've seen of her. Eating a crab leg with medical gloves, probably 5 months ago. And Eat with Ego, probably 2 videos, not even. Not even. Only videos made about her, and I was like, yeah. And that was my first instinct, and look, it turned out to trust your gut after all. I assume that you're more shy and reserved in public. Oh, absolutely. Definitely. I assume that you eat butthole. I assume you have a very bad attitude towards servers at restaurants. This comes from Terry Lee Shook. No. I'm actually even just going through the drive-thru, I'm very smiley. I really feel for them too. I feel guilty. I've said this a lot. I feel guilty coming home with $20, $30 worth of fast food. Well, usually not that much. Usually $20, which is a lot. I think this was only 15 today, but still, it's in that range. And I feel guilty that I'm over here eating for a living, you know, and they're over there serving me the food. I always feel guilty because I worked in restaurants and I worked in retail and I was the one catering to people, and now I'm over here entertaining people and they're catering to me so that I can entertain people. I feel, you know, like, I feel lucky. I've struggled financially for a long time on YouTube just because my other channel and being in Colombia, and it's been not pretty at all with that regard, but it's still, you know, it's still better than having to go work for someone else. I've been able to grow my business and grow my brand and grow my name and gain a following, and at the end of the day I work for myself. And even at one of the lowest paying jobs on earth, I would still prefer to make that salary, but doing something that's fun. Eating, sharing stories, getting famous, or, you know, it's been, yeah, so I don't have a bad attitude towards servers, restaurant workers. If anything, I feel very guilty when I'm with them. Now, if someone is grumpy, I definitely take it in. You know, like, and I try to sympathize, and sometimes it's like, okay, I know you're having a bad day, but most people don't like their job, so, and I've been in those shoes too, and I never acted that way when I had your job, so, no, I think my attitude's good, it's positive, it's sympathetic, and I'm also responsive to how people treat me. I assume that you only eat noodles when you're drunk. Alyssa, that's not the case. I haven't gotten drunk for a long time. When's the last time I got drunk? It was definitely in Florida, not here. I had a sip of alcohol on live stream on my YouNow. Or maybe 2. No, I think it was just 1. I got 1 million likes, and I was like, thank you guys, let me have a little celebratory shot. But I didn't get drunk. I haven't been drunk since I've been here. Nope. Feels good. I don't need to get drunk. I get drunk from my food half the time. I assume that you're not very nice. Comes from Nathan. No. No. I don't agree with that. I think I'm very nice. I feel like I'm very polite. I feel like I'm easy to get along with. I feel like I can meet all different types of people. I can make all different types of people feel comfortable in my presence. I feel like I'm a good person to collaborate with. I feel like I'm easygoing and I really mold to their energy. Just the other day I was watching not a drama video, but like a little spoof parody about me versus other mukbangers, and people were like, "Oh, Nick's always so gross." And then I saw some people saying things like, "Oh, but I love Nick when he's on this person's channel. Oh, I love when Nick's on that person's channel." Actually, to come to think of it, I like Nick's collab with this person. Actually, I like Nick in all of his collabs. He's normal, I am very easy to be around, get to know, film with, hang out with. I don't think I'm not nice at all. I think I'm very nice, if I can say so myself. And watch the way I act in all of my collaborations. Well, minus the drunk ones, then okay, I get a little pass because they're also drunk too if I'm obnoxious. But I'm still I'm very mindful. Okay, well, thank you to everyone who's been leaving questions. I'll choose 3 more. Let's just go like this. I assume that you go to the beach a lot. Nope. That comes from Analu Lot. The answer is no. Let's go like this. I assume that you are a person who gives no F's because you're fabulous. This comes from SpongeBob is my queen. Absolutely. I assume that you want to eat. Puss. Oh, you guys, why does it have to be the last question? Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wish, sometimes I think. I wonder as I wonder. Isn't that a song? I wonder as I wonder. Oh, you guys, you make me laugh. Well, it's been real, it's been fun. Hope you liked watching me eat. I ate basically everything. Hope you like getting to know me a little bit more. Thanks for spending all this time on my new channel. If you made it to the end, please do the fire symbol. We are on fire together. Together as the Sloth fam. We come together today on my 3rd mukbang channel. Wow. You've been with me through my 1st channel, which I'm still posting on every week, by the way. Ups and downs and all arounds, deportations and shaving my head. We've been together on my 2nd channel. All the stuff I went through there. Moving from Pennsylvania to Florida and moving out of Florida back to here. And now we are here on my 3rd and final channel, where finally, so far, knock on wood, it is fair with what's going on. The algorithm seems to be fine. For the first time, I'm like, okay, I think we're done. And I want to thank you for making it this far, and I want to thank you for supporting me over the years through everything I've gone through. And I know there's always new people coming and going into my channel and into my life, and a lot of these questions are gonna need some repeats because there'll be new people here not knowing anything about me, and they want to know if my banana's peeled or not. So I'm gonna have to keep answering these questions, and I appreciate you for sticking through even if you know all of these already. I appreciate it, and cheers to my 3rd channel. Thank you.